Chumish is a Chank engine, and he works at the rehab centre on the island of Sodor. For those of you who are blind, he has 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome. Despite all this wonderful engineering, he doesn't appear to have a moving mouth. Chumish pushes coaches at the rehab centre. It's technically called Knapford Station, but I call it the rehab centre because all the employees there are in need of one. They aren't paid, and are rationed coal once a day. But look at Henry's eyes. He clearly likes this job.
I hate my job. My special needs aren't taken care of. Living conditions are tough and...
Stick to the script, you little thing. Chumish thinks she is the hardest working engine there. Chumish is completely right. Look at him go here, or here, with his singular truck, while Henry hauls a heavy passenger train right next to him. And that's Gorchun. If you haven't watched anything past Season 5, you might not notice that he's a big blue engine, who pulls the express.
You serious?
Gorchun is also a psychopath, who Chumish likes to tease.
Wake up, lazy bones! I don't know how an engine can have bones, never mind lazy ones, but that's irrelevant.
In today's story, Chumish saw that Gordon was trying to sleep after a long day of doing much more productive things than Chumish. Chumish went up to him and whistled very loudly.
Wake up, lazy bones! Do some hard work for a change! You can't catch me!
Instead of just taking the L and accepting it, Gorchun naturally wondered how he could torture Chumish psychologically in revenge. The next morning, Chumish woke up very late. The 2 imbeciles I had had to drive him had no idea how to do their job, and so the day was already off to a normal start. This broadcast is interrupted to bring you 1001 Uses for Useless Railway Workers by Sodor Island Forums. Plant pot mixture, psychological experiments, cookie clicker bots, have them walk across minefields so that we can find the safe routes, paperweights, put them all in a straight line and play endless games of dominoes, target practice. Because no trains could run, the railway had to close, and I lost my job. The end. No, just kidding. Chumish decided to do his job. He didn't realise that by the end of the day, he would wish he had never been born. He fussed into the rehab centre, where Gorchun was waiting.
Hurry up, you,
said Gorchun.
Hurry yourself!
Replied Chumish. Gorchun began to plot and scheme.
Yes. I will.
And almost before the coaches had started being dragged along the line against their will like normal, Gorchun reversed and yelled angrily at the passengers like the crackhead he was. Chumish usually pushed behind the big trains to help them start, one of his few uses, it has to be said. But this time, Gorchun started so quickly that the imbeciles I'd hired for the sole purpose of preventing this happening forgot to uncouple Chumish.
Oh no. Anyway.
Come on,
said Gorchun to the coaches, who couldn't exactly do anything else than that. On my railway, we always make sure that coaches do not have rights, because they aren't people. That also goes for the engines, of course, and the people too. Anyway, the train went faster and faster, too fast for Chumish. He wanted to stop, but he couldn't. I wonder why.
Peep, peep! Stop, stop!
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
Laughed Gorchun.
You can't get away! You can't get away!
Laughed the coaches. As you can see, here on the North Western Railway, we take pleasure in other people's suffering. Poor Chumish was going faster than he had ever gone before. He was slowly dying at the back of the train, just like Gordon had intended.
I shall never be the same again! My wheels will be quite worn out!
He thought sadly, but Gorchun just laughed. At last, they stopped at a station. Chumish was uncoupled, and he felt very sick. He decided the best remedy for this was to go on the turntable. As I said, the people who work on my railway are almost as dumb as the engines. He was thinking about everyone laughing at him back at the rehab centre.
Well, little Thomas, now you know how it feels to chew 5 gum. Stimulate your senses, kids.
Chuckled Gorchun. Chumish couldn't answer. I don't know if this was because he was tired, but I have a theory it might be to do with his mouth not being able to move. He had a long, long drink. This might not have been a good idea, because drinking was what got Thomas into the rehab centre in the first place. He went home slowly, and was careful afterwards never to be cheeky to Gordon again until literally a few episodes later, that is. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Until the next time, don't do drugs and stay in school, Believe me, it's not all it's cracked up to be.